Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. 2. Okay, that's probably about right. 3 fast Maha Mantras by Pandita. We are live. Hare Krishna. Good morning. Here we are, Sri Chaitanya Saraswati, West London. Please excuse, you're stuck with me again. There'll be some actual Vaishnavas arriving soon, so then well, what should I say? I shouldn't say that, should I? I'm surrounded by Vaishnavas, but there'll be some Vaishnavas who will be put into the spot of reading, as opposed to all the Vaishnavas who refuse to read because they're all too humble. So, you're stuck with me regardless. We are now going to read the 9th chapter of, well, not the whole 9th chapter, but we are at the beginning of the 9th chapter of Anshilila Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhaktavinda.
Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhaktavinda.
Okay, this chapter is entitled The Deliverance of Gopinath Patanayaka. So, we've had a couple of chapters of people being a bit rude to Mahaprabhu, so now let's see what happens in this chapter. The 9th chapter is summarized as follows. Gopinath Patanayaka, the son of Bhavananda Rai, was engaged in the service of the government, but he misappropriated some funds from the treasury. Therefore, the Bharajana, the eldest son of King Prataparudra, ordered that he be punished by death. Thus, Gopinath Patanayaka was raised on the Changa to be killed. But by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was delivered. Moreover, he was even promoted to a higher post. Okay, there you go. So it's interesting, isn't it, that all the sinners who are doing all sorts of debauched things, they're getting, the mercy of Mahaprabhu, but then there's others who are all Brahmins and they're going to unpleasant places because of their insults to Mahaprabhu. So we have some hope if we are in the sinful category, that we're making ourselves worthy for Mahaprabhu's mercy. Aganya Danya Chaitanya Ganamam Prema Vanyaya Ninye Danya Jana Svanta Marusasvad Anupatam. The innumerable glorious followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought a constant flood to the desert-like hearts of the unfortunate with an inundation of ecstatic love. Jai. Jai Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dayamoy, Jai Jai Nityananda Karuna Hridoy. All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the most merciful incarnation. All glories to Lord Nityananda, whose heart is always compassionate. Jaya Advaita Charja Jaya Jaya Doyamai, Jaya Gaura Bhaktagana Sabarasamai. All glories to Advaita Acharya, who is very merciful. All glories to the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are always overwhelmed by transcendental bliss. Ey Mata Mahaprabhu, Bhaktagana Sanghe, Nilachale Basa Karena, Krishna Prema Range. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived at Nilachal, Jagannath Puri, with his personal devotees, always merged in ecstatic love for Krishna. Antare Bahire Krishna Viraha Taranga, Nanabhave Vyakula Prabhuraman Ara Anga. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always felt waves of separation from Krishna, externally and internally. His mind and body were agitated by various spiritual transformations. Dine Nitya Kirtana Jagannatha Darshan, Ratre Raya Swarupasane, Rasa Asvadan. During the day, he chanted and danced and saw Lord Jagannath in the temple. At night, he tasted transcendental bliss in the company of Ramananda Rai and Swarup Damodar. Tri Jagatera Loka Ashi Karina Darashan, Jai Deke Se Pai Krishna Premadan. People from the 3 worlds used to come visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who saw him received the transcendental treasure of love for Krishna. Wow. Manushera Beshe Deva Gandharva Kinar Saptapatalera Yata Daitya Visadar. The inhabitants of the 7 higher planetary systems, including the demigods, the Gandharvas, and the Kinaras, and the inhabitants of the 7 lower planetary systems, Patalaloka, including the demons and serpentine living entities, all visited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the dress of human beings. Okay, who could?
Demons also.
Yeah, everyone. Why not? This is the mercy of Mahaprabhu. No boundaries. Saptadvipe Navakande Vaishejatajan Nanaveshe Ashikare Prabhura Darashan. Dressed in different ways, people from the 7 islands and 9 khandas visited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Praladavali Vyasa Sukha Adi Munigana Ashi Prabhu Deki Premehaya Achetana. Prahlad Maharaj, Bali Maharaj, Vyasadev, Shukadev Goswami, and other great sages came to visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Upon seeing him, they became unconscious in ecstatic love for Krishna. Bahire Pukara Loka Darshana Napaya Krishna Kaha Balena Prabhu Bahire Ashiya. Being unable to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the populace outside his room would make a tumultuous sound. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go outside and tell them, chant Hare Krishna. Jai Mahaprabhu. Okay. Prabhura Darshane Sabha Loka Prema Vashe E Mata Jaya Prabhura Ratri Divase. All kinds of people would come to see the Lord, and upon seeing him, they would be overwhelmed with ecstatic love for Krishna. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed his days and nights. Oh dear. And here we are, Mahaprabhu just revealed himself, and we are not overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Okay. Ekadina Loka Ashi Prabhura Nivedila Gopinatera Barajana Change Charaila. One day, one day, people suddenly came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and informed him, Gopinath Patanayaka, the son of Bhavananda Rai, has been condemned to death by the Barajana, the eldest son of the king, and has been raised on the Changa. The Changa was a device for killing a condemned person. It consisted of a raised platform on which the condemned man was made to stand. Underneath the platform there were stationary upright swords. The condemned man would be pushed down onto the swords, and in this way he would die. Surprising. For some reason, Gopinath Patanayaka had been condemned to death and had therefore been raised upon the Changa. Tare kajka patti tare upare daribe Prabhu Raksha Karna Jabe Tabe Nishtaribe. The Barajana has placed swords beneath the platform, they said, and will throw Gopinath upon them. O Lord, only if you protect him will he be saved. Sankse Tomara Sevaka Bhavananda Rai Chandraputra Tomara Sevaka Rakite Jujai. Bhavananda Rai and his entire family are your servants. Therefore, it is quite fitting for you to save the son of Bhavananda Rai. Prabhu kahe raja kene karaye taran tabese loka kahe sabavai vivaran. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, why is the king chastising him? Thereupon, the people described the entire incident. Gopinath Patanayaka Ramananda Boy Savakala Hai Tenha Raja Vishai. They said Gopinath Patanayaka, the brother of Ramananda Rai, has always been a treasurer for the government. Brother of Ramananda Rai. There we go. Malajatya Dandapate Tara Adhikar Sadipari Anidravya Dila Rajadwara. He served in the place known as Malajatya Dandapata, soliciting and collecting money there and depositing it in the government treasury. Excuse me. Dui laksha kahana tara, tai baki hoila, dui laksha kahana kauri, rajata magila. Once, when he deposited the collection, however, a balance of 200,000 kahanas of conch shells was due from him. Therefore, the king demanded this sum. Tena kahe stuli dravya, nahi je ganiya diba, gani diba, krame vechi kini dravya bahiraba. Gopinath Patanaika replied, "There is no money I can immediately give you in cash. Please give me time. Gradually I shall purchase and sell my gross goods and in this way fill your treasury." Gordash Barahaya Laha Mulya Kari Etabale Gora Ane Raja Dori Dori. There are 10 to 12 good horses. Take them immediately for a proper price. After saying this, he brought all the horses to the door of the king. Ekaraja Putra Garara Mulya Bala Jane Tare Pataila Raja Patra Mitra Sane. One of the princes knew how to estimate the price of horses very well. Thus the king sent for him to come with his ministers and friends. Say Raja Putra Mulya Koregatanai Gopinatera Kroda Hoila Mulya Shunya. The prince, however, purposely gave a reduced estimate for the value of the horses. When Gopinath Patanaika heard the price quoted, he was very angry. Say Raja Putrera Svabhava Griva Pirai Urdva Mukhe Bara Bara Iti Utichai. That prince had a personal idiosyncrasy of turning his neck and facing the sky, looking in. Why? Not Jai. I'm not even reading properly. That prince had a personal idiosyncrasy of turning his neck and facing the sky, looking here and there again and again. So some sort of odd twitch. Tare ninda kore kahe, sagara vachane, raja kripa kore tate, baya nahimane. Gopinath Patanaika criticized the prince. He was unafraid of the prince because the king was very kind toward him. Amargora griva na piraya, udve nahichai, tate godara mulya gati, kerite na jujai. Gopinath Patanaika said, "My horses never turn their necks or look upward. Therefore, the price for them should not be reduced." Shuni Raja Putra Mane Kroda Upajila Raja Taiya Yai Bahulagai Karila. Hearing this criticism, the prince became very angry. Going before the king, he made some false allegations against Gopinath Patanaika. Kori nahiti be'e bedaya jadmakari agyadeha jadi jange cherana lai kauri chadaya lai kauri. Sorry. This Gopinath Patanaika, he said, is unwilling to pay the money due. Instead, he is squandering it under some pretext. If you issue an order, I can put him on the changa and thus realize the money. No.
What is the translation for the changa?
The changa is that the raised platform with the swords underneath, and then the person's thrown from the platform onto the swords. No. The swords are like upraised like that, and the person gets pushed onto the sword. Oh, so you're like that, and and then they die. Not particularly pleasant, I'm sure. And I don't know how he's going to realize the money by killing him, but Raja Bale Jai Bala Se Karat Yai Jai Upaye Kauri Pai Kara Se Upai. The king replied, "You can adopt whatever means you think best. Any device by which you can somehow or other realize the money is all right." Rajaputra Ashitare Jange Sharaila Kadaga Upare Belaite Tale Kadaga Patila. Thus the prince went back, raised Gopinath Patanaika onto the platform of the changa, and spread swords below upon which to throw him. Shuni Prabhu kahe kichu kore pranay rosha, Raja kauri dite nare, Raja raki bardosha. After hearing this explanation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied with affectionate anger, Gopinath Patanaika does not want to pay the king the money that is due, the Lord said. How then is the king at fault in punishing him? Raja Virat Sadhikaya, Nahi Raja Bhai, Dai Natu Yare Diya Kore Nana Vyaya. Gopinath Patanaika is in charge of collecting money on behalf of the government, but he misappropriates it. Not fearing the king, he squanders it to see dancing girls. Jaita se kuruka Raja Vishai, Raja Dravya Shodhi Pai Tara Karuka Vyai. If one is intelligent, let him perform service to the government, and after paying the government, he can spend whatever money is left. Okay. So that was Mahaprabhu talking. Hena kale araloka aila dena daina. Vaninathadi sangse laya gela bandiya. And then Krishnadas Kaviraj is continuing. At that time, another person came there in great haste, bringing the news that Vaninath Rai and his entire family had been arrested. Prabhu kahe Raja apane lekara dravya laiva ami vikrakta sanyasi tahe ki kariba. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, the king must personally realize the money that is due. I am but a sannyasi, a member of the renounced order. What can I do? Tabe Swarupadi Jatta Prabhura Bhaktagan, Prabhura Charani Sabe Kaila Nivedan. Then all the devotees, headed by Swarup Damodar Goswami, fell at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and submitted the following plea. Ramananda Rayera Gosti Sabha Tomaradas Tomara Ichita Nahe Aichana Udas. All the members of Ramananda Rai's family are your eternal servants. Now they are in danger. It is not befitting for you to be indifferent to them in this way. See, it's always the devotees that save you. Like in that kirtan, Kobe Sri Chaitanya More, right? Then the Vaishnava sees, hears your humble prayer, and then he submits that prayer to the Lord, and then the Lord's merciful because of the prayer of the Vaishnava. So we're always so dependent on the Vaishnavas for everything. Shuni Mahaprabhu kahe, Sakrodha Vachane, Mor Agya Deha Sabe, Yagya Rajastane. After hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke in an angry mood. You want to order me to go to the king? He said. Tomasavara e mata rajataya yaya, kauri magi lai muni achanla patiya. Your opinion is that I should go to the king's palace and spread my cloth to beg money for him. Panchagandhara patahaya sanyasi brahmana, magileva kene dibe duilaksha kahan. Of course, a sannyasi or brahmana may beg for up to 5 gandas, but why should he be granted the inappropriate sum of 200,000 kahanas of conch shells? Henakale araloka ailadana, kadegara upare gopinate dideche daria. Then another person came with the news that Gopinath had already been set up to be thrown upon the points of the swords. Shuni Prabhu Ragana Prabhu Rakare Anunai Prabhu Kahe Ami Bhikshuka Amahoite Kichunai. Hearing this news, all the devotees again appealed to the Lord. But the Lord replied, I am a beggar. It is impossible for me to do anything about this. Tatte raksha karite yadi haya savaramane sabe meli janaha jagannathira charane. Therefore, if you want to save him, you should all pray together at the lotus feet of Jagannath. Ishvara Jagannatha Janra Hate Sarva Artha. Kartum Akartum Anyata Karite Samartha. Lord Jagannath is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He possesses all potencies. Therefore, he is able to act freely and can do and he can do and undo whatever he likes. Ihanyari Mahaprabhu, eteka kahila, harichandana pattaje, rajare kahila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied in this way, an officer named Harichandana Patra went to the king and spoke with him. Okay, and what did he say to the king? We're not going to say today because we've run out of time. And should we read some of the search for Sri Krishna?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, we're going over time. Upon the request of the Vaishnavas, then we're happily going over time.
You left it on a cliffhanger.
The cliffhanger. Okay, Jai Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Ki Jai.
So that's 6 tomorrow.
Don't tell them where we're going to be tomorrow. Okay, so now we're reading from The Search for Sri Krishna by Sri Guru Maharaj. Jai Guru Maharaj. We are at the chapter entitled 6 Philosophies of India. There are 6 ancient philosophical systems of India. The first is the Vaisheshika philosophy of Kannada Rishi. Oops, just run away. The atomic theory. According to him, everything is made of atoms. So many different atoms combine and produce this world. Kana means atomic particle. So many atomic particles have been combined and produced. So many atomic particles have combined and produced this world by chance, with no necessity of any reason, rhyme, consciousness, nothing of the kind. And the outcome of these combinations has produced what we find here. That is the opinion of Kannada. It is an atomic world. Okay, well that's kind of Darwinian-ish, sort of, isn't it, in a sense? Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the 19th century founder of the Krishna consciousness movement, sings in one song, Keshava Tuya Jagata Vichitra. O my Lord Krishna, I see that everything is available in your world, which has an infinite variegated nature. Separated from you, however, we are always feeling miseries. A continuous flow of suffering has swallowed us from birth to death, and we cannot tolerate the pain of such misery. And so many relief agents, Kapila, Patanjali, Gautama, Kannada, Jaimini, Buddha, are running towards us, offering their solutions. Kapila has come with the Sankhya philosophical system of analysis, saying, analyze matter and you'll be free from all this pain. Patanjali has come with yoga. Hey, Jivatma, come to meet Paramatma. Then all the problems of this world will go away from you. Come in connection with Paramatma, the Supersoul. This is his recommendation. Gautama comes with logic, Nyaya Shastra. There is one maker, one creator, but he is indifferent. He has created this world, finished and left it. And you must try to live with the help of your reason. Develop your reasoning faculty and be reasonable in all your conduct. Then only can you help yourself in this world. There is no other remedy. Be a good logician, and then you'll be able to control the environment with the power of reason, and you will be happy. And Kannada, by chance atoms have been combined, and with the dissolutions of atoms nothing will remain. Why do you bother? Don't care. What is fate? It is nothing. Ignore it. And when the body is dissolved, nothing will remain. Why lament? I mean, really, what a horrible way to live, right?
Very demonic.
Nothing matters. Just do whatever you want. You're going to die, and then it's all over, and that's it. End of story.
Yeah. Actually, Sartre was thinking like that, huh? Existentialism. That's
Who's that?
Jean-Paul Sartre.
I don't know, right. Okay, yeah. I'm not very philosophically inclined, I'm sorry. Atomic theory and karma. Then, with the philosophy of karma mimamsa, Jaimini says, there may be one who has connected us with this world and our karma, but karma is all in all. He is an indifferent observer. He has got no hold on us any longer. According to our karma, we shall thrive or we shall go down. But, you know, it's like a family with kids, right? You don't actually have control of your kids. You've created them, and then they're free to do whatever they want. But you still love them, and you still, you know, try to engage with them. You still try to give your love to them. You still want to have a relationship with them. You still want to help them. It's all loving relationships, right? So why do we think that the Lord is going to be the creator of everything, is going to have any less of a interest in his creation? So these, according to our karma, we shall thrive or we shall go down. So these activities are recommended to you. If you go on with your karma, you will be happy. Of course, it cannot be denied. Karma phal, the result of karma, diminishes and is ended. But stick to karma, good karma. Don't go to bad karma. The result of good karma will be finished, but that does not matter. Again, go on doing good karma, and the good result will await you in heaven, and you will have a happy life. Oh, heaven. It's got some concept of outside of the world. If anything is friendly to you, it is your karma. There is God, but he is indifferent. He is bound to serve you, either good or bad, according to your karma. He has no independence. Sorry. Then another class of philosophy is that of Buddha. Only the combination of different things has created your mental system. With the dissolution of the mental system, nothing remains. So somehow we must dissolve the mental system. Practice ahimsa, non-violence, satya, truthfulness, and so on. It is seen that all these philosophers are talking either of renunciation or exploitation, bhukti, mukti. And by setting different types of enchanting traps, they arrange to capture the jiva soul. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, "But I have come to realize that these fellows are all cheaters, and they all have this common stand. They have no touch of your devotion, your service. There they are one. They cannot deliver any real good. They are common to oppose your devotional service and supremacy, and ultimately they leave us in chaos." But from the ultimate standpoint, I see that they are agents engaged by you to segregate the seriously diseased persons to another ward, for the good of the less seriously diseased patients. It is your arrangement to segregate the hopeless persons to another side for the benefit of the good side. That is your design. And they are playing in your hand like so many dolls. They are your agents, and they are also serving you in some way, because nothing is outside you. Very nice. Bhaktivinoda Thakur concludes saying, "I bid goodbye to them all. I feel in my heart that I shall show respect to all these so-called good agents from a distance. However, my only real capital is the dust of the holy feet of your devotees. I rely on that dust as the source of all my prospects. I seek to put all my energy into taking the dust of their holy lotus feet upon my head. That is everything for me." Jai. You see, just like we were discovering in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Vaishnava is the one always coming to our rescue. Jai. So then, now, oh, it must be Saraswati's turn to sing something, isn't it?
No, Sachi did it.
Sachi? Okay.
I sang already, you didn't sing.
Oh, yes, you did. You both sang. Everyone sang.
Actually, everyone sang. Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama
Hari Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Krishna
Jaya Sabai Kara Sisi Guru Kuranga Sundar Radha Kiridhar Ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Sila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Sila Bhakti Rakak Siddhadev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Bhagavan Sila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namacharya Sila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Vishvavarena Sila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya SCSMath Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya SCSMath London Chapter Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. All glories to the world devotees Ki Jai. Abhinava Sundar Prabhu Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai.